I'm going to talk a little bit about the youth activities in Sweden during the past years, after introducing myself. So I am Gustav, Sierra Alpha 7, Golf Golf Oscar, at the moment also stroke 5, because I live and work in exile in District 5 in Sweden. The Sweden facts are that we are 10 million citizens in the country, and we have 13,600 call signs in this from this 10 million group. And of those 13,600, 4,700 are members of the SSA. So a little more, less than half of the radio amateurs are members of the SSA. This is also the only big organization which, or nationally, that is an organization that works over the whole country. And the average age of those 4,700 is 64, which is somehow a little more than our youth limit at 26. We are also 6 members in the youth board. So we are 6 members in the youth board of Sweden, and 101 youth members, which then pay annual youth membership. So that's as many people as that are paying, but there are less active youths or youngsters. So it was mentioned before, but to join the youth activities, you start with becoming interested. It's not very hard. It's a very interesting subject. Then you also, if you are not already under 29, you have to become under 29, which is a little bit harder. But it's said that some people have done it. And thereafter, you have to become an SSA member, and then you are done, basically, because if you're paying the annual youth membership, you will get invited to all of the youth activities, and I think that applies to all of the other membership countries as well, somehow. So we ask ourselves, what have we done? Of course, we have participated in the YOTAs, the international summer camps. We also arranged the YOTA 2018. I will talk a little bit more about that in a couple of minutes. And then we also arranged the December YOTA month camps, which were held in 2018 and 2019, and will be held in December 2020 if everything with a, by this stage, well-known virus goes well. So in the for the South Africa YOTA in 2018, we had 3 participants. This was Sierra Alpha 6 Bravo Echo Tango, Sierra Alpha 5 Oscar Delta Juliet, and Sierra Alpha 0 Bravo Sierra Juliet, which for normal people are known as Wilhelm, Oliver, and Joachim. For the 2019 summer camp in Bulgaria, the handsome lad on the left there, in the right picture, Sierra Alpha 7 Golf Golf Oscar, and the Sierra Alpha 6 Bravo Echo Tango Wilhelm again joined, and that's about that what I could find on our cloud storage. And then we also had YOTA 2018, which was arranged by our Swedish youth team. We were active during 1 weekend for 4 days in a former military fortress, 30 meters underground on the HAMYOTA island, which is about in the middle of Sweden. And we had about 30 participants from Sweden and Finland. Also, the other Nordic countries, which are Norway, Denmark, and Iceland, were invited, but they could sadly they could not participate. So it was a Swedish and Finnish camp. I also put in some picture here. So on the left picture we can see the beautiful view in the direction in the general direction shown in the picture, you can find Finland if you look, if you zoom in enough, and you zoom in over the sea. And then on the right picture, you have the dining table showing basically what we did most of the camp, because somehow when we meet, we tend not to do that much amateur radio. We rather sit down by a table and talk and converse, and suddenly we realize that, okay, here are 30 people sitting by a table discussing different technical and social stuff, and there is nobody by the radio. And actually, we think that's completely okay, because of course, anybody who wants to sit by the radio can do it. And if you don't want to sit by the radio, maybe because you can sit by the radio all of the time by yourself at home, then you can sit by the table and discuss other stuff. People meet the other youngsters, which is at least, if not more important, at least just as important as doing the amateur radio stuff. At least we think. We also have a group picture on the left showing one of the showing the group in one of the tunnels. This fortress where we were contains of a house built inside the mountain, and to this house you go through a system of totally, I think, about 1 kilometer of tunnels. So to the right you can see one of the tunnels, or kulverts, as well. Then we also arranged the December YOTA month, and we arranged it with 3 camps per year during the past 2 years. Those are intended to be some kind of a small-scale radio weekend, not really a camp. So there is no fee to participate, and if you participate, actually the only thing that you have to do is pay your journey to the place where the camp is held. So therefore we have those 3 camps, where we can have one in south of Sweden, one in the middle, and one in the top. And we arranged those with like the deadline to participate is like some days before, so you don't really have to decide if you're coming or not until the week before, which gives more people the opportunity to actually just quickly plan in a weekend somewhere. And since Sweden is not that big, you can travel quite easily. So each year we had about 10 participants in total, which is not a lot, but it's at least something. And when you compare the participant density with the population density of Sweden, you will find out that actually that's quite good, because most radio amateurs live quite far from the cities, and yeah, it's quite natural to arrange these camps in the cities. So we also have some pictures from the last December YOTA month in 2019. Again, me and Wilhelm are posing, and to the right we can find Oliver, Sierra Alpha 5, Oscar Delta Juliet, and also Claudia, who is on this picture not Delta Charlie 2 Delta Lima, Charlie Lima. She is Sierra Alpha 5 Yankee Charlie Lima, even though she doesn't really confess it now, maybe. So we also have the pure educational part. Here we have Alexander, one of our SWLs in or shortwave listeners in Jönköping, and his call sign is Sierra Mike 78451, and here he is learning how to operate from the shortwave station, because in Sweden you can also operate from a club station if you are supervised by a radio amateur. And then to the far right we also have a picture of me operating again. So now for the part, är det någon som har några frågor? Which is Swedish for any questions, but we hand those over to the next, to the official questions part, which should be held somewhere